The Amotekun security network is increasingly winning the war against Fulani terrorists that want to start operations in the southwest. All we have to tell them is that they should continue their good work of securing the state and protecting communities from these criminals. Before we continue with this important development, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more updates. Drop your comments below and share your thoughts. In this important information that is reaching us this morning, the gallant men of the Amotekun security outfit, following credible intelligence reports, arrested a group of 16 Fulani terrorists who were carrying millions of naira in cash and various weapons. The Fulani terrorists were said to be running away from Kwara State due to the increased anti-banditry actions and military operations being conducted by the Kwara State government and security forces. These criminals thought they could simply relocate to Ekiti State and continue their evil activities without anyone noticing. But they were wrong, because Amotekun was watching and waiting for them. Items recovered from the suspect during the arrest included large amounts of cash running into millions of naira, 7 mobile phones, which they probably used to coordinate their criminal activities and communicate with other gang members, various traditional charms which they believe give them spiritual protection during their operations, 3 Vigilante Group of Nigeria (VGN) ID cards, which raises serious questions about how terrorists obtain these security identification cards and whether some vigilante members are collaborating with criminals, and several heads of cattle which were likely stolen from farmers and herders in Kwara State. During interrogation by Amotekun operatives, the suspects admitted that they were fleeing from Kwara State due to ongoing anti-banditry operations there that had made it too dangerous for them to continue operating in that state. This shows that when state governments take security seriously and launch sustained operations against criminals, it works and forces the bandits to run. The suspect also confessed during questioning to being actively involved in cattle rustling, specifically targeting local Kwara residents and stealing their cattle to sell for profit. This is one of the main criminal activities that Fulani bandits engage in across northern and middle belt states, and now they were trying to bring this same criminal behavior to the southwest. The Amotekun leadership disclosed that the 16 arrested Fulani bandits will be officially handed over to the Nigeria police for further investigation and legal action. Once the police conclude their detailed investigation into the suspects' criminal activities, gathering all necessary evidence and statements, they will be prosecuted in court according to Nigerian law. This is the proper procedure that ensures the arrests are legal and that the suspects face justice through the court system rather than just being released after a few days, as has happened in some states where governors negotiate with and release arrested bandits. This arrest by Amotekun is significant for several reasons. First, it shows that southwest states are not going to allow terrorists and bandits fleeing from military operations in other states to simply relocate and set up operations in their territory. Second, it demonstrates that intelligence-led policing works when security outfits have good sources of information from communities about suspicious movements. Third, it proves that local security networks like Amotekun are essential for protecting states because they know the terrain, they have contacts in communities, and they can respond quickly to threats. Fourth, it sends a message to other fleeing bandits that there is nowhere safe for them to hide in Nigeria. Whether they run to the south, east, or west, security forces will find them and arrest them. This arrest fits into a larger pattern we have been reporting on, where bandits and terrorists are fleeing from states where military operations have intensified and trying to hide in other states. After the US airstrike destroyed camps in Sokoto, bandits fled to places like Ondo and other southwest states. After increased operations in Zamfara and Katsina, criminals moved to neighboring states. Now we see bandits fleeing from Kwara's anti-banditry operations and trying to enter Ekiti. This shows that military pressure works to displace criminals, but it also means that all states must be vigilant and work together to ensure these fleeing bandits are arrested rather than allowed to establish themselves in new locations. The Amotekun security network continues to prove its value and importance in protecting southwest states from criminals and terrorists. Since its establishment, Amotekun has arrested hundreds of suspects, including kidnappers, armed robbers, cultists, and now fleeing terrorists from other states. They have rescued kidnapped victims, recovered stolen property, and prevented numerous crimes through their patrols and intelligence gathering. States that have strong Amotekun presence have seen improvements in security compared to before the outfit was created. This shows that the Southwest governors made the right decision in establishing this regional security network to complement federal security forces. The 16 arrested suspects must face full prosecution without any political interference or attempts to secure their release through backroom deals. They should be charged with terrorism-related offenses, cattle rustling, illegal possession of weapons, and any other crimes and investigation reviews. If convicted, they should receive maximum sentences that serve as deterrents to others. Their cattle should be returned to the rightful owners in Kwara State if they can be identified. The VGN ID cards found on them should be investigated thoroughly to determine how terrorists obtained official vigilante identification and whether there has been infiltration of vigilante groups by criminal elements. Kwara State authorities should be informed about the arrest so they can provide any additional evidence about crimes these suspects may have committed in that state. Amotekun continues to prove its worth in protecting Southwest communities from criminals trying to bring insecurity to the region. The suspects must now face full prosecution and, if found guilty, receive appropriate punishment. This should encourage other states to strengthen their security outfits and maintain vigilance against fleeing bandits who are being pushed out of northern states by intensified military operations. What do you think about Amotekun's arrest of these 16 fleeing terrorists? Should other regions create their own security outfits like Amotekun? What punishment should these arrested bandits receive? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more security updates from across Nigeria.